Internet! I'm Kimothy!
And I'm HamsterBomb!
And you're here for another Pokemon TCG collection video. Yay! And we're going... This is gonna be weird because we've got the tail end.
And this is gonna be weird. Let me be straight with you. This video is really strange.
It's gonna be really bizarre, and I know some of the breakups of the other sets have been a little mishmash before, but this set gets really mishmash because we really stopped buying cards at this point.
Because we don't have money anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a problem. Some of you guys have actually sent in cards to help us like find some of these, which is awesome.
Please don't send us the cards back that we have sent out.
What? Oh, the ones where I'm like, oh no, that'd be so awful. Like someone's like sends me back like a card that I gave them that I signed for them.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know, because you just said you were really excited about getting cards sent to you.
I don't know. That's like the only ones in the world that I wouldn't. Yeah, the only ones out there that I have no interest in are the ones that I can make.
So the sets we're gonna be looking at are from X and Y and Sun and Moon today, and
weird mix. Okay,
we're
really already past X and Y.
Going through all of it because we don't have a lot.
Blast through the names. What sets do we have?
So we've got Ancient Origins.
Okay.
And Breakthrough.
Okay.
And then there is Breakpoint, which we don't have any cards from again.
Though in the first two, I've got some really cool full arts to look at. Cool.
We do have some cool stuff to look at.
All right.
And then we go into Generations, which we have quite a bit of.
Because of, if you guys watched Pokemon Diamond Evolution Randomizer, yeah, you saw I was getting the pins throughout the year on my hat. Generations was the cards set that you get alongside those pins.
And each of the boxes came with 2 packs and a promo card?
I think so. Yeah, I think you got 2 packs and a promo and then the pin.
Yes.
I think it was 2 packs.
And we thought it was a pretty good deal for the price. It was like $13.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I figured it was going to blast up anyway. And also inside of that, you get another like subset that's still considered Generations, right?
Yes, it's still considered Generations. It has the same icon on it, but it has a different number.
You'll see. They're weird. A weird mini set inside of a mini set inside of it. Let's not do this again. So the next one we have
Okay, so we're missing the next 3 sets. We don't have any cards from the next 3 sets.
We're sorry.
Are Fates Collide.
Nope.
Steam Siege.
No.
And Evolutions.
No. Sorry.
And then we were so blessed to have somebody send us some cards from the next set.
Yes, I was so excited. Someone sent us some cards from Sun and Moon.
And from Guardians Rising.
Guardians Rising.
So it's not a lot. It's what you guys sent in to us. So if you guys were wondering what we got in those packs, I don't remember if they were open.
I opened. Well, they weren't really packs. Some people just kind of assembled stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, so people, I kind of opened them up on camera, but this will be a better way we can kind of see them in binders.
And just so you kind of have an idea of what's out and available during this recording of this video, I wanted to say.
Just to be fair, what's missing?
We don't have anything from.
Which is basically everything after that point. What are they?
So it's Burning Shadows, Shining Legends.
Oh, that one sounds so cool, though. Did you see that set?
I know.
They made a shiny Ho-Oh,
and
it was so cool, and it's Japanese only.
Yes.
They brought it over, but they changed his art, and it's stupid. Just because we're not going to see them and I can't rant about how much that set made me angry. Carry on.
Crimson Invasion.
What is that even
Ultra
mean?
Prism. Forbidden Light. We have Burning Shadows and Forbidden Light. I don't know.
Burning Shadows.
So we don't have any of those sets, but do not think that this is the last TCG
We still have more TCG crap to show you.
These are just the chronological order of the sets that were released in America.
Right. We still have all the promotional stuff.
Which is a lot, because I went to the leagues.
Yeah, and I stayed at home because my parents hated me.
And my dad took me to every movie, so we always got 2 cards.
I was never allowed to go to the movie theater.
Another sad chapter of Alex's childhood.
It's like the whole volume. There might be a single issue in there,
Let's
like a page.
Let's take a look at those X and Y and Sun and Moon cards right now.
While I compose myself.
Alright, so now we're going to take a look at our Ancient Origins set, which even here on this first page, we got this nice looking Vespa Queen down here at the bottom, and a completed
evolutionary line. All of them. All 4.
All 4 of them.
All 4.
Look at that.
Don't forget about Blossom. That's a really nice Blossom card, too.
It is. There's a lot of flowers in it, but I mean, it's Blossom, so there should be a lot of flowers.
This is complete, too. I mean, it's only 2 cards, but still, it's a really cool Vespiquen.
Wait, that's like the female, and I think there's like a male.
Yeah, I believe the female is the one with the little corner cut
female.
in it.
Okay. But this is actually really nice art for Vespiquen.
Right, yeah, it is. It's really cool. I really like those tall cards that they were doing.
You didn't sound very enthusiastic about that art. You were like, yeah, it was really cool.
No, it is really cool. I mean, I'm not a huge Vespiquen fan, but it's nice. I think this was this the time I opened a pack. I think we mentioned this before, where in the same booster pack, I got a Beldum, a Metang, and a Metagross.
I think it's funny because I think we've mentioned that in like every single set.
Yeah, but I think this is the one. Look
at that. Look how cool that is.
That is really cool. Yeah.
I love this, like, these tall cards. I want to keep doing that.
Is Inkay trying to evolve?
He must be. He's upside down.
You remember that is how you evolve Inkay?
I mean, look at Malamar.
Like, I tell people that who have started playing Pokemon after X and Y, and they, like, are so blown that Inkay needs to evolve by you holding the system upside down.
I never actually evolved an Inkay.
It's very uncomfortable. I've done it. Like it is an experience because it is so uncomfortable.
But like when people like me be just as surprised at all the work you had to do to get Milotic and like the original like Ruby game.
That's a shame that got lost. Yeah, it's a good point because eventually I bet you they're gonna get rid of that. Like the Switch still has a gyroscope, so I bet you when we have Pokemon Gen 8, you're still gonna be flipping it to do it, to evolve him.
I definitely wanted to look at this card.
I know you were going to pull that one out.
I love this card so much.
This card is awesome. I do have its full evolutionary line, too.
Look at the art.
Show that foil, too. It's a bummer. It's just that flat foil again, but still, that is really good. This art is
just awesome.
You know, I think that's the same artist who did that Dragonair I had you pull out before.
So, yeah.
That looks the same. That is really good.
But I mean, even the art for the rest of the evolution, the Ralts is okay, but the Curly is pretty good too. The Curly is
the Ralts was pretty lame. The Curly is just like, please, when I evolve, let me look awesome. And it got its wish.
Oh, and then we have a Gumi and a Sliggoo again.
You see that Whimsicott? Like, that is the most colorful, happy little thing.
So cute.
Before we move on, we also have like I mentioned earlier with the Firo, a reverse
Persian
of this Persian.
Okay, I really like the art.
It's a pretty cool Persian.
Look at this art. Look
it's
at it.
Pretty cool, pretty menacing.
This is like my second favorite Persian art because I love the very first card that was printed of Persian.
Yeah, the colors are really cool in the original one. But still, that's really nice. Seeing them trying to
He's
make...
like stalking you at the park, and you're like, oh.
Right, make Persian threatening.
I wouldn't want to run into that in the wild, personally.
No, I wouldn't. No, you're right. So what do we have after that?
So we still have a few more cards on here. Looks like we have some
like
more
that Porygon too.
He's pretty cute. He's really cartoony.
So clearly there was a Mega Ampharos that was in this one. I mean, unfortunately we got this
Fabulous.
one. Yeah, unfortunately we did not get our hands on that though.
I love that we got more NPC like characters here. We get a Hex Maniac.
Yeah. Oh man, I like that because Hex Maniacs have been around since Gen 1.
Yeah.
The first game. Oh, there's also apparently a Mega Sceptile and a Mega Tyranitar.
We didn't get anything.
Oh, I love those Pokemon.
Or did we get something else?
No, but I did get a very cool card. I did. I pulled this. No, I pulled this out of a booster pack. I was really excited. This, okay, I'm gonna flip it over. I was doubly excited. It is a shiny Primal Groudon EX.
It meets so many requirements.
I know, right? There's so much going on.
It's shiny.
It's shiny.
It's a tall art.
It's also Groudon. I love Groudon. Yeah, and it's a Primal Reversion Groudon. So basically Mega Evolution. It's the same thing.
Right. I don't know why they decided to call it something else.
Because they were trying to make them special.
Yeah.
They were just trying to give them another word. It's the same thing. It's just Mega Evolution. But they do get a new ability when... I mean, other Mega Evolutions get other abilities. It's...
Why is the...
Oh, how about this? It's not Mega Evolution because those Pokemon natively could do it. By themselves, no trainer. Mega Evolution, the trainer and the Pokemon needed some bond. Is it just me,
or the attack on this? The name seems kind of redundant. Gaia Volcano.
I'm sure in Japanese it said something else, but whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in each Mega Evolution card you had. Remember I was mentioning those weird stripes, the pink on the Rayquaza last episode.
I get what it is. It's like when they burst out from
it's the Mega Evolution thing.
I get it.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It's just a little much on the cards.
Yeah, well, they're picking the right colors.
This one's okay on here.
Yeah, I mean, he's a glowing yellow and black. I mean, come on. is so cool. That's a really cool card. So I'm really glad that I pack pulled that too. I was so excited. So anyway, we can move on. We got another set coming up here.
Called?
This is Breakthrough.
Breakthrough. Oh, I think we have some cooler cards for this set too.
I have one that I get to show you that's really cool at the end that I pack pulled.
Sergeant Prinplup.
Sergeant Prinplup's on the case.
I think he's in the frozen section at the grocery store, which
is he really?
Kind of funny.
He totally is.
He really is.
He really is. Also, you remember our Yamask, our wonderful art? We can take a look at Remoraid now from the left, and then Remoraid from the right. Very cool.
Look at this spoopa.
It is pretty good art. You know, is that the same artist that we keep talking about who's so good? No, I bet that Braxton.
Oh, the Braxton.
That Braxton's probably the same artist.
Really good. Yeah,
it is really good.
Look at this art too. Look at this.
You know, we were mentioning before, like weren't we saying before that like the newer art wasn't as good, and now like we're just doing nothing but saying this art's amazing.
Okay, we just transitioned from like when the Johto art was like really bad.
Yeah,
I wish this was a foil card.
Right, I think Johto and a little bit spilled into Hoenn.
The art was just really bad.
Yeah, and now it's very good. So that's a good thing to see. I wish we had more cards of these sets, but we don't.
You go online, you look at Pokemon fan art, there is amazing stuff out there.
Right.
Like, why was our art getting so crappy?
Like that. Just kidding. Spoke too soon. That sucks.
Okay, we gotta look.
Can I see my Noivern?
Well,
it's a break. Oh, sure. Pull whatever you want.
Okay, I want to pull this one first before we get distracted by the breakthrough thing, which I don't even understand how that works.
I can explain it.
Look at this art. Look at it.
That's very detailed.
Look at it.
That's crazy.
I just loved this fracture.
And it's just
and
it's just a random fracture. Like we don't even have any more. Like the other cards probably look really cool. We just don't have any.
Okay, so this is the only break card we got. Apparently, this was going on for a while too.
I think like 2, maybe 3 card sets. It wasn't as far as I'm aware, it wasn't a big deal. So yeah, if you had a normal Noivern card, let's just say it is this guy here down here, you actually put that on top of it just like that, so you can see 3 attacks.
Ah, I see.
And it can do any of the 3. And the new one, of course, because it gets an ability at the top, I think. So it gets that and some new attack or an ability, right? So that's like the advantage of having this, and obviously your HP would change too. So
okay,
that's the idea of it. Break. Yeah, it's like Mega Evolution, but not really. That's what it was. So,
I kind of like that you lay it on top of the other.
And it's also not EX. So I was cool with that. Yeah, you lay it on the other card. Yeah, like you remember the Deoxys Rayquaza 2-card thing that you had before. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh, it looks like
so. I got a Noibat. You see a Noibat up here, but I never found the Noivern, so I couldn't use it. Ooh, we got a Mewtwo Spirit Link.
Yeah, so we got Mega Mewtwo in here.
He clearly goes both ways too, so that's an interesting one. I'm wondering if there was a one for Charizard who could go both ways too, because I don't really know if it pulled like that. So here's here's
our big card. Well, I don't know. I thought this was kind of a big card too, but it was in the binder,
this one, Kim's flipping, is much rarer. I pack pulled this too. A Mewtwo EX. Now,
you love Mewtwo, so...
I do love Mewtwo, but the thing is they made 2 different Mewtwo's in this set, and one of them was meant to evolve into the fighting version, and the other one specifically for the special attack version.
Was this the fighting one?
Yeah, that's the fighting one.
I can tell he's making like fists.
He's making fists, and I don't know. I thought the pose was kind of dumb, but because
I'm so used to him doing like his whoosh or die, you know.
Or is something else, but because this is so not Mewtwo to me. Even though Mewtwo, stat-wise, is an amazing physical attacker, he's a better special attacker, of course. But I just thought it was like, oh,
he definitely looks like Frieza.
I feel like I got the wrong. I was like, oh man, because I like Mega Mewtwo Y more. I like Mewtwo as a special attacker more. So I saw this and I was kind of bummed because I've got a Mew full art. And I was like, oh, they'd be so cool together, but it's this awkward fighting Mewtwo. He's still cool, but...
Ooh, I think this next set we have a lot of cool cards from.
Do we? This next one we're looking at...
Generations, right?
This is Generations, but we want to point out we are skipping Breakpoint. We have no cards in Breakpoint. Just making sure that we mention that before we just move on. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little handful of cards to show you guys when we get to the end of this. Actually, no, how about I show them as we pass stuff just to make sure.
We have the holes here. Look, we have a ponytail.
It's actually a pretty neat card too.
Nice
you can pull this out. It is a Rapidash card that goes with that ponytail right there.
Art for that.
Really nice. Yep,
really bad
that's
art
pretty
for
cool.
a ponytail, though.
Can we see that Charizard?
Yeah.
I think I pulled him out of a pack too. I was real excited because I mean, at this point you can see I'm not getting nearly as many boosters. I don't have the money. Honestly, is what the problem is. And when I can get a cool card like this, it's a big deal. So I was real excited to get a
that's the
Mega Charizard.
Did we not get like a Spirit Link from this?
That's also my preferred Charizard Mega form.
Oh, well, we actually do have a lot of cards from this set because these came with the 20th anniversary pins that you've all seen on Alex's channel.
Yes. Well, if you watched Pokemon Diamond Randomizer.
So you've all seen it.
Well, it's okay. I would hope. I would hope so. That is such a plain, boring Butterfree. I'm assuming it's a rare, too.
Yeah, it is.
That's a shame.
Now, we've seen, like, this Metapod and this Caterpie. They started to repeat somewhere in this
I couldn't tell you who that fire card is that you skipped right there,
It might be a water card.
It might be water. Oh, no. Don't know what it is, then. But if we go to the next page...
I want this Rapidash.
Yes, okay, that's fine.
We have another Mega.
Ooh, can we see him, too? Please? Please, I want to see the cool cards we got here. Mega Blastoise. Another, I really liked the, I'm glad that they brought, like, the Kanto starters back in X and Y. Like, that was so exciting when, like, you start playing your game. Because you played this generation, too. You pick your Kalos starter, and then later when you meet the professor in the Lumio City, you get to pick a Kanto starter.
And I picked the Kanto starter, but then I used my shiny one instead and kicked the other one out.
Well, you got to Mega Evolve your shiny one then.
Yeah, exactly.
Because by accepting it, you got their Mega Stone.
Yep.
Which is cool, though. And Mega Blastoise is...
I can't think of the PSI that this Blastoise has because the original one's PSI scares me.
Oh, you're going Pokedex Paradox on this, aren't you? Well, here, how about this? Because the opening in his water cannons are larger than the normal Blastoise, the pressure build... Because his shell's the same size.
Right.
The pressure buildup would actually be less in Mega Blastoise.
Oh,
man, I just
ruined...
ruined...
a very good point.
I just ruined that Pokemon. Yeah, because PSI is pound per square inch, and the
right,
pound per square inch is going to be...
the hole is,
the smaller the hole, the higher the pressure.
The higher pressure.
So, yeah,
I mean, they cut, steel with
He's
water.
magic. It doesn't matter. He's creating matter by doing that. Who cares?
Worst Magikarp ever, but pretty nice Gyarados, right?
Yes, we also have another Gyarados who was pulled out, so we were going to take a look at. It's really good art, too, if you want to pull him up and see him closer.
I wasn't too big of a fan of his art. I think there's something like he's about
It's pretty cool.
He's about to, like, hawk a
He's using waterfall. Like he's going up a waterfall.
Okay, yeah.
You can see the
angle.
angle.
Or he's about to Hawkaloogie.
Yeah, he also kind of looks like he's about to Hawkaloogie. Berserker Splash! I wish Magikarp had Berserker Splash.
Did you see the attack that was on Mega Blastoise is called Dread Launcher? I don't know what that means.
Me neither, but I'm sure in Japanese it means something frightening.
I loved this Jinx. And look, we brought back the Slowpoke, guys.
Before we... Oh, I know who that last card is. I'm sorry. I was totally...
Oh, you knew who that card was on the other page.
Yeah, this is the card on that last page.
Okay.
So Kim's going to get my focus back up again. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, the card on that last page...
What's this?
Is Blastoise EX. Like, I could actually use this. So, that's the Blastoise that specifically goes with the Mega Blastoise. Now, I would have been more excited about the Charizard. I'm sorry. I'm not a fanboy on that. I've played it from Gen 1. Can I please... I just want to have that excuse.
To accept
I just like Charizard more, but Blastoise is my next best pick. My first Pokemon game was actually Pokemon Blue. So having a really cool Blastoise card like this is still really awesome. So that's who is supposed to come before Mega Blastoise. It's because there's no Squirtle.
Who's going in that hole then? Who's
Oh.
going right there?
That one is probably a Psychic card. So oh, I'm sorry. No, it is an Electric card, and I'm an idiot. So here you go. Is a Jolteon.
Look at that Jolteon art. I love it. I feel like Jolteon never really got good art.
No, it never did. And the thing is, I remember when I pack pulled this, I looked it up, and it turned out this is actually a really expensive card, or it was at the time. It was like $40, and I was like, oh, I feel bad because I want to sell it, but at the same time, Kim would really like that because she loves Eevee evolutions, as so many people do. And she had
not
an
love
Eevee
that?
deck, too. So I thought, if it's such a good, expensive card, I'm sure she would like to use it. So I hung on to it so Kim could have it.
It's so cute, and look at all the electric going around like the edges.
Right,
and stuff
like
that.
that's how you do these cards.
Is this like the only EX Eevee card that we've had?
That we have, maybe. Wait, no, unless you count the old ones, because you have, remember, or is it Prime or something? There's like a Umbreon and Espeon.
That's different.
Is
yeah,
that Prime?
That's Prime.
Okay, my bad. But anyway, yeah. So that is that for
what
those guys.
I was trying to say before, we have a return of some great art here.
Yes, that's actually you are seeing that right. That is base art of Slowpoke coming back.
I thought, or Fossil. I thought. I didn't think he was.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. No, was he Fossil? I
love
thought
this
he was
Jinx
base. Yeah, I've also got a couple extras. I do have an extra of that Jinx. It is really nice art for Jinx. For whatever that's worth. Also, this Ghastly, we have a reverse, so very cool.
That was nice, yes.
That Haunter
really
kind of sucks,
terrible Diglett card.
And that's pretty hard to do. I mean,
we've seen the
Dug Trio is
art
pretty
before,
cool, though.
Too. All right, and we have a really cool card for this page.
I do want to point out, though, before we go farther, because I have another Hitmonlee here, as well as, your towel's kind of in the way, as well as a reverse of this Hitmonchan, though you are recognizing that art. It was like 3 sets back.
Right.
They're totally just reprinting it, because this whole series, like, this is reprinted. This is a Generations thing, so they're grabbing Pokemon art from all over the place. So
right.
that's
and
what.
I think the thing with the Generations is they were trying. It's all Kanto, isn't it?
Is it really? I didn't notice that.
It's all just Kanto cards.
Yeah, it totally
sure,
is.
Right?
Yeah, it's all Kanto. I never noticed that.
Grab back from the Kanto stuff.
Also,
and bring that stuff
at
back.
the same time, I believe Pokemon Go just came out, so that could have been that could have been a huge inspiration for wanting to make more Pokemon in Kanto.
This is in that hole over
to try and thrive on that.
At this. Golem.
That is some awesome Golem art. It's also foil rare too, which Kim, if you can kind of wobble, there you go.
You see, like, he's got this underlight on him.
Oh,
and
just
like the
this one's
fire
the flat
from
foil
above.
looks really good because it makes it look like that fire is raging behind him.
Right.
Oh, it's just awesome.
I just love his art.
That is
so
really
much.
cool. That's a really cool one. He has a explosion as well. It looks like, because all good golems they gotta kill
Look,
themselves.
I mean, they
actually,
even brought
no,
back...
here. So, this golem's explosion does 100 damage to itself. If you did that on the first turn, he survived with 50 HP left. Because I know some of them they'll survive, but that is 30% of his HP.
I know you were pointing out before, like, if
33.3.
you recognize this Tauros from base.
What's really confusing, though, is seeing its reverse foil
that
of the
really
noose.
me.
Yeah, that confuses me so much.
And we even brought back, like, old trainer cards like this one.
Oh my gosh. Well, actually,
I don't think there was an English version of this.
no, there was no English version. But though this card was in the Pokemon Game Boy game, the trading card game, and I remember the character who played this. It's him. It's some guy, some Japanese like celebrity character who they would have recognized. But it was just such a funny, stupid card because it just says your active Pokemon is now confused. You just confuse yourself. It's just a funny, useless card. And I got a foil of it. I'm so glad they made it because it was one of those inside joke things that I always knew about. And they never really made the card in English.
I think all the Pokemon are from Kanto, but then we start the trainers are grabbing from other generations, like the Evo Soda. What was that? Was that black and white, or was that?
That wasn't even a thing.
I thought I remembered that.
No, that wasn't even a thing.
But we have
Eevee Light may be what you're thinking of.
maybe.
Which, if a Pokemon is not in its fully evolved state, say Clefairy, and it's holding it, its defense is like doubled. So maybe you could argue that's better than Clefable, right? That's what it is.
Like Clemont from X and Y.
Or like Rhydon, which would be a good one because Rhyperior, he probably didn't get that much of a stat boost. So what else we got back here?
Yeah.
Couple more trainers. We recognize some of these from before. Pokeball, of course.
Oh, there's the regular version.
Oh, there's the Pokemon Fan Club, the normal one. Okay, yeah, there we go. We also have some foils. Oh, actually, no.
I
it's just
actually like the
two foils, right?
on this.
Yeah, that does look nice, doesn't it?
Kind of weirdly about it, like it looks nice.
Yep. We also have a couple other cards to show you guys before we move on from Generations. Here's one of them here. I actually got 2 of these.
Where's
hold
your
on.
binder?
Yeah, where is that? We'll look at that in a moment.
That was on you.
Ooh, no, you took it. You took it over there.
Now?
I will show them this
Where
in the
is
meantime.
it?
Just kidding, I have it. I'll show you this in a minute. So here.
Because I was like, why are we looking at these individual ones? We have duplicates of these.
Yeah, we do. We do have duplicates of these, but
okay,
still, it's a full art.
This
You want to see
Pikachu
it?
is pretty cute.
Kim likes this Pikachu.
Its first attack is Nuzzle. Like,
yeah. Well,
on.
that's actually an attack Pikachu can learn. Pachirisu, I believe, is the one who got that first and was the one who was kind of, taking full advantage of Nuzzle. Nuzzle basically does a little bit of damage, and it's a Thunder Wave at the same time.
So what we need to do is we need to talk about these cards because they're really weird compared to the rest of generations.
Right, so if you saw these little gemstone things, they showed up in the set.
And you want to take a look down here at these numbers as well, which you can't really see on here.
Pull it closer. Are you sure? Yes, I can get a lot closer.
Let's look.
My camera is really great for getting close up on things. Just farther away, like our binder distance, it's just out of reach.
So they have a different number set too, but they are part
yeah. I don't know what the RC stands for. Rare card. But yeah, there was a mini series inside Generations, and there was clearly right there. There was 32 of them. And they're actually being honest about that because we just showed you a full art and it's not like a secret one or anything. Here's another one. Kim loves this one. I knew you'd want to show it. Come closer. There you go. Nice.
Look, they're all like little puppies, like, oh.
Little they're cats, but
they're
I mean
foxes.
Puppies. Well, puppies do act like that though. Like
they
tip their head.
That's why I'm like they're acting like little puppies.
Yeah. I kind of wish that they made the others so that we could have seen.
I know.
Like, or the card art continued, or maybe, like, standing next to Flareon, I don't know, is like Espeon, and you see the other half of Jolteon there, and, you can, like, line them up. That'd be cool.
That would be so
stupid
cute.
Yeah, they
Look
did.
how stupid cute it is already.
Stupid
Look at
cute.
It. I was so excited when we started getting these cards from the sets.
It's actually specifically just a Flareon card. All right, so can you move that binder here, and I can actually pull up my other one, so that you can take a look at the rest of these cards. Unfortunately, I don't have all of them. There's a lot that I really wish I got my hands on.
To find the rest of these, though, because I really think they're cute.
I would like to. It's also a short enough, small enough set. We could probably find them. I don't know if you guys ever had some to help us fill in the gaps.
He's sleeping in the flowers.
This is the one I was so bummed about. Because there was a whole evolutionary line of Charmeleon to Charizard, and I couldn't get them.
And they actually show you this with another Pokemon, too, where it's like a small kid, like, growing up with their Pokemon.
Right, yeah, the trainer gets older with the Pokemon.
And we have another one where we actually
the storytelling
see that.
stuff is great.
So
you can show us the regular Flareon EX.
Oh my gosh, look at all the hearts.
So this is the normal version of that same card that Kim just showed us before. But yeah, they took some time working on this one. That's a lot of effort.
Look at all of the little hearts.
And then Kim's just like, it's so adorable. I'm just like, look at the effort that was put into this Pokemon card.
But you know what? This actually has really good art.
It does. That is a really nice Frostlass.
Look at that little...
Cherry Blossom.
Do you see the Cherry Blossom hitting the water at the bottom of the card in the foil?
Sorry. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like...
And the ripple?
Yeah, like almost each card in this set, they... Specifically, this
right,
took
the
the time
reverse
to do.
is
Like,
actually, like, yeah, even that Dedene's art really sucks, but look at all that down there. Is it, oh, it's dreaming.
It's his little dreaming, yeah.
It's his dreaming bubble. Oh my gosh, there's so
cute
much
that
effort.
Is. Like, they put so much effort to individualize each of these cards.
The reverse foils
set.
for these are all really cool.
I mean, that's not even a reverse foil, that's a regular foil.
No, that's a reverse. Oh, no,
They're
really?
both regular
those
foils.
are regular foils. Okay, okay. So we can move on, if you want. Oh, that was a female Wobbuffet. Saw that. So over here, it's a foil of Yveltal, the Sylveon.
I just love looking at these cards. They make me so happy.
I will just pull this down a bit so you can show whatever you want.
They just make me so happy.
Is there anything you want to pull out in particular?
Okay, see, we have some more extra ones here. These are different ones.
Right. We do also have a couple other full arts.
And then we have like this, like.
Yeah, they weren't above putting, just because...
I want to see, I never really noticed what his foil was at the bottom there. What is it?
Yeah, now I'm curious. Oh, it's like, looks like Monster Hunter kind of patterned art, like...
yeah, it looks like it's like a location.
That's what I mean. It looks like that pattern, kind of Monster Hunter-y kind of art. Looks pretty cool.
Oh, I see. It's like a sky and the moon.
Kim, you can see, but we can't.
I know, but I don't think you can see it through the camera.
I'm sure you could. You're just not trying hard enough. There you go.
Okay.
I can kind of see it.
You see what I'm talking about? It's got like clouds and stuff in it. Okay.
Yeah.
anyway,
so even like your Swirlix and Floette, they've also got them too. Are we gonna look at each one?
Yes. I mean, oh, yeah.
So
I was so excited
Wally,
to get this Swirlix.
a trainer, had one?
Look at it. He's hiding in the cookies.
In the candy. Cookies and candy. He's got
look,
cookies and candy down below too.
Look how adorable.
Lick away.
I love one of my favorite attacks with my
you get
Swirlix is Draining Kiss.
So there's a Sylveon EX to the right of that. You can also see we have the full art version of it too. We'll show you in a bit. Wow, that's
dress up.
Yeah, that's
I love these cards. I was so excited when we were pulling these out of the Generation pack because I was already enjoying Generations quite a bit as it was.
Right, and it's nicer to get more cards that have more effort like this put into them. You know, I appreciate. Like, the Gardevoir is really cool. You see the whole line in it? Because it's a EX, so I guess that all just works
You're
like
all
that.
like, oh! Yeah, I like seeing the Wally. Look, those are like little bubbles in the bottom.
Yeah.
And these little cuddly Swablues.
Yeah.
Let's look at I guess we'll look at the Sylveon EX because we looked at the regular one here. I wasn't too big on the art on this one.
Yeah, it's just okay. I honestly prefer my Gardevoir, and you didn't even pull that one up at all.
I guess we kind of prefer the Gardevoir.
Yeah, I prefer the Gardevoir. Come on, let me see the Gardevoir.
Shining Wind. What is... What?
Kim, let's us see it. There you go. Now we can read it. Shining Wind and Life Leap? What does that mean? Die? I don't know what that means.
Die! They all look so cute.
Well, I think that was the point of the whole set. But anyway, we got to get moving back on. So Kim's going to pull that binder back up again. We still have more sets to show you. Yes. So technically the next set that came out after this was Fates Collide. And Steam Siege and Evolutions. We don't have any of those. Sorry. The next one is Sun and Moon, and we only have some because you guys sent them to us, because you're awesome.
Someone was nice enough to send us some of these Sun and Moon cards.
Yep, you guys
really
are just...
appreciate it, because I think we like them. We like them a lot.
Yeah, we really do. I love the new Pokemon. I played Pokemon Moon all on my channel. I love it. I've been shiny hunting in it, but yeah, we just don't have the money for new Pokemon cards, so... this is because you guys, we even get to show some of these.
It's a really weird thought to me, but when I was younger, when I was with my parents... Every time we went to the grocery store, we got a pack of cards, and now I think about that, and my mind is blown, and I was like, think how much money you would save if you didn't do that.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem, because we just don't have enough money to keep doing it. So there's a couple of the cards up here who you don't really see, because Kim had them out at the moment, but there's a really cool art for Paris and Pinsir, who go right here.
Yep. I think we were talking about this...
It's also a Decidueye.
We were talking about this off camera,
Pretty
though.
cool.
We were talking about the new layout that they have at the bottom of these cards, which is completely different than even
Yeah,
less.
it throws us off. The icon is now down here in the bottom left, which is just weird.
With the number, and it makes it really difficult to look through.
Right, it's...
I think Japan always had it on the left.
I don't think so. They didn't, because I had a lot of Japanese cards, even in 5th gen.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. So I think we have a couple more on the backside of this. We do. We have a Cutiefly, and an Alolan Meowth, and a Dewpider. See, I really want to see, like, the new Pokemon, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
That is really bad art for an Eevee, though.
That happens to Eevee all the time.
I guess it does. A Passimian. So that's actually a new set coming over there.
This one from somebody.
That's a new set.
No. I talk about it.
Okay. Here.
Is it new? I don't know.
That's a different set.
It's still something.
But just give me a second while Kim does that. So this is from Guardians Rising. You can see it's a different icon in the bottom corner. This is a foil, reverse foil Lunala. I was really excited that someone was so nice to send me something like that.
I know.
Because I even played Pokemon Moon, so someone sent me the Pokemon for Moon.
Really good art for a Pat Rat.
Pat Rat. You know, it looks just like a Bidoof. Like,
it really
from that
does.
angle, it looks very Bidoofy.
Bidoof.
It looks like a Bidoofian.
And then it looks like all we have on the back are a Fletchling and a Komala back there.
Right.
So
yeah, we can stay on this spread. So, from here, we also have another card that we can show you that...
we actually just received in the mail.
Just recently, as a part of a birthday gift that someone just sent, is a Japanese... I honestly don't know what set he's actually from. It just says Sun and Moon. The Japanese ones are all different.
I haven't gotten through to organize him yet.
But is a Heat Rotom. So, that's really cool. I'm sure you can probably recognize where he is in the background. That art looks like that... artist that we were talking about, how great they are too.
Detailed one.
Yeah, the really good, really detailed artist. So that's really cool to see some of that.
I like these borders. I like the white better than the yellow.
Yeah,
and I like it better than the blue as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I was saying anything's better than yellow, so I preferred the blue.
But I mean,
but
prefer
white.
this
I think
to the
you're
blue.
right. White is best. And white also, that looks really good, especially when it's a foil rare and it spills into the white. That looks awesome.
I think the blue maybe just took away a little bit from the Pokemon or something like that.
Right,
It was
yeah,
like
I
a
think
really
you're right.
saturated blue.
Anyway, after this, as you saw, that was the end of this binder, and unfortunately, we don't have any of the cards from any of the sets after this. So I'm at the very least going to list them so you know what I'm talking about, because I don't know, like, later we might, like, maybe new sets come out.
In the year 2018.
As I film this
think
right
this
now.
Is what we have.
Just look
looking
at the release date of this video. We don't have any from Burning Shadows, which is a stupid name for a set, but Shining Legends, which I talked about earlier, a Crimson Invasion, Ultra Prism, Forbidden Light. So it's a bummer we don't have any of those to show you, but at the very least, you guys were nice enough to even send us some cards so that we can even show you some of the Sun and Moon stuff already. So either way, we're going to be moving on to a bunch of new interesting stuff that just because we reached the end of the recent things, Kim still has a lot of stuff in store for us.
Does it mean that we're at the end of the cards?
Right.
Or the end of the Pokemon collection stuff in general? Because
Pokemon collection is forever.
It's forever.
But either way, we will see some more coming later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and we will see you all in the next episode of Pokemon Collection videos.
Bye-bye.